named as HR Milestone since 1 year almost. And when I got this opportunity to talk about HR Milestone, it was like the word, I was literally struggling with the words that what should I talk about, whether it's passion about HR, the teamwork which I can see, the vision which HR Milestone is taking forward, the team, the people. So it was like all the words, adjective, I was struggling actually with it. And this team actually, I can say that it does not only preach but practice network for network, what I understand. In fact, it started with a journey in 2010 with gathering HR fraternity on a unique platform of benefiting all the people around to create a learning world for HR. So that was a wonderful task, in fact, which was initiated. And in fact, today it is a very special day for the HR milestone as well, because it's a special day. Why it is? Because it's So's birthday, who is actually the founder of this HR milestone. So there's a small token of love from HR milestone team, which I would like to share on my screen. One sec. Can everyone see my screen?
No.
No, no, Dina.
Not yet. If you can request Harish sir to make you the co-host, maybe then you'll be able to share the screen.
Harish,
Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes, now.
yeah. Now, is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yes, visible.
Yes.
Harish,
साल भर में सबसे प्यारा होता है एक दिन सौ दुआएं मेरा खातिर तुमको आज के दिन I wish you happy happy birthday happy birthday happy birthday to you I wish you happy happy birthday happy birthday to you
happy birthday, sir, once again.
So
Happy
cute.
birthday, sir.
Very, very many happy returns of the day, sir.
Wish you a very, very happy birthday, Mr. Harish.
In fact, the founder, as you said, the pillar of Milestone, in fact. So you were the person behind who gave all of us the opportunity to get together to add our efforts towards the learning and development. Thank you so much, sir. And wish you again happy birthday. So, as a member of this wonderful HR milestone team, I would like to welcome all of you in our 48th session with a wonderful lady who is a living inspiration for all young people, as well, all of us, in fact. Miss Nana Parekh, the founder of AUME. I was really glad to know about the full form, that is the brand meaning, that is everything about you and me. So that was really touching, actually. So now I will hand over, request Shruti to introduce, talk about, tell about more about you and your achievements and all. Please, Shruti.
Yeah,
Thank
hi
you so much,
everyone.
Priya.
Yes, hi Naina.
Hey, Shruti.
So I know Naina from one of our events, and since then I think we've been associated so many times for so many campaigns, and every time we work together, there's something new that I get to know about her. Naina started a company called Yumi, which is it started as a massager backpack company, which is world's first and only backpacks which come with an inbuilt massager in it. And it's such a cool product that every time I show it to a friend, eventually some or the other way they'll connect with her just to tell her how amazing the product is. In fact, the product was also featured on Good Morning America show, where Naina became one of the, I think, one of the only Indian entrepreneurs to be featured on the show. So Yumi Bags was a very interesting innovation. But what I found really interesting about Naina was how quick she is about the whole hustle of being an entrepreneur, which you usually do not see after people grow up. मतलब वो बच्चों को बोलते हैं कि हाँ आप hustle कर लो, but बड़े ना थोड़ा खुद ही के attitude में रहते हैं कि नहीं करते. But I think that's not how it is with Naina. In fact, जब lockdown हुआ था, I think लॉकडाउन के 2 दिन बाद is when Naina suddenly रात को sensed that okay, like masks could be a huge thing, and that's when Naina launched a range of breathable, customized, very light yet very protective range of masks. She sprung into action. She got it designed. She launched it everywhere. In fact, right now Naina's company is also doing a crowdfunding campaign to provide 40,000 such customized breathable masks for Mumbai police. And I think अभी last 3 घंटे में 20 लाख रुपए raise किया है पूरे campaign ने, which is a fantastic, and even then Naina's made time here. So I'll just get straight into it. Naina, if you can tell us, how did you come up with the idea of Yumi? You started when you were in your 40s, which is not usually when people actually start. So tell us a little about your background, when you started, how you started, and how was the journey like?
Thank you so much for all the love showered on me. And I would like to narrate a small journey of mine. So I was married when I was 19 years old and always very ambitious. I wanted to be into fashion designing and stuff. And when I came into my husband's family, which is a great family again, so because he's the only son, there was a thing that why do not you join the family business? So basically my parent business here at my house right now with my husband, we are into umbrellas. We've always been into B2B sector. So manufacturing of umbrellas is a parent business. So I joined their office immediately after wedding. And I was just an SYBA, and I did not give my exam at that point of time. So first I used to shy away from saying that I'm not a graduate, but I mean, now I very, very firmly make it a point to say, yes, I'm not a graduate, because that's not something what I want to run away from, because that pushes me more towards the knowledge what I want to take. So getting into umbrella was just a transition. It was never my passion sort of a thing. And then when my baby came in and when his schooling and all started, so when he was around 7 or 8 years old, I stopped going to office, stopped in the sense I wanted a sabbatical from the monotonous thing, what I was doing, because always from the designing background and creative mind, I wanted to do something very different. So when I took the sabbatical from my work, that was the period when I started studying again. So I did various courses like brand management at Milan, that is Institute of Marangoni. Then I did strategy management at London School of Business. Then I did image management at Salt Lake City. And then now the latest one, what I'm pursuing is at Harvard. I'm pursuing my OPM. I've just completed my OPM 1. So this is now right now my education, what I have been trying to do, though I'm a dropout, I'm not a graduate. So that is my study part. Then coming back to the backpacks. So when my son and me were sitting, this is around 2.5, 3 years back. And, he just came from school and he was taking this heavy backpack and he just threw it on the couch. And the same time, my staff walked in again with a backpack. And both of them, had that sad look. And, when you see your son coming from school in a tired mode, of course, as a mother, all those things in your heart and your mind start fluttering. And again, the stuff. So very, very instant was the remark, why don't these backpacks have a massager? And that's it. That was one plain line, which was just uttered very generally and left it there and there. Again, the third day, the same thing happened. And then I started on Google researching about the whole aspect of whether these kind of backpacks do exist. And there was none. So that was the time I started talking about the whole thing, getting, just getting the idea into how to convert it. So I didn't want to make it in China because I'm very much a make in India mindset person. So the first thing what I did was patent the idea. So everybody was like, are you crazy? Why do you want to patent an idea and stuff? It is a far thought process. I said, no, whatever it is, I just want to get things right. Whether I do it, I don't do it, that's a secondary thing. So I spent a lot of time on researching, getting my patent done. And then, then the whole journey started. I created a small sampling unit in my own office on the back door where there was a garage kind of thing. And I kept 2 people there to make samples so that I do not have to produce it in China or sample it in China. It was a beautiful journey throughout. And once the product was getting its shape, and can you imagine, like I got my local electricians to do the massaging, massaging unit formation. Why again? Because I didn't want to go to any product developer at that point of time because I was unsure. I've never done all these kind of things before. So the whole product development was such a fun that it was really a baby what I was creating. And once from there, then I got into many other things. Like I started contacting people. I contacted Simran Bhasin. So she is the lady who's behind the success of Wildcraft, actually, Wildcraft bags, basically. And then she's also the lady behind the Tanishq campaign. So I sent her a couple of emails, but she did not respond back. And then I kept it on. And then after 3 months or 4 months, she contacted me back. And I just went to her and I told her, I said, see, I've developed this kind of a backpack. And she was like, why didn't this idea come to anybody before? Naina, just go for it. I said, ma'am, why don't you come on board with me? She's saying, Naina, you'll not be able to afford me, but I'll give you all the support, whatever you need. And she herself was launching her own lingerie brand, and she had left Wildcraft at that point of time. With her support, just mental and verbal support, I got a lot of confidence at that point of time. So I was laying all the eggs in one basket. So I wanted one more confirmation. This happened from the Indian market, and always, I wanted to go international with this kind of a product. So I started emailing all the Shark Tank people. So Mr. Damon John replied. So all the Shark Tank emails, I started sending them in the month of April. This is April 2017. And 2017, August, I got an email back from Mr. Damon John from the Shark Tank that, Naina, you need to come and visit me in the next 21 days. So just tell me whatever time suits you. So because I had a US visa and everything, so I just hurried up and not with much of preparation, I just went to meet him. And when I met him, the very first reaction was, how could such a product come into, how could anybody not think of such a product? And I'm going to give you support all from my side and this and that and everything. And Mr. Damon John, again, was a huge support for me to launch the product. And from then on, my journey started. I also launched it on Kickstarter because we always have this fad that whatever product is international, that is accepted very well in the market. So that's how I launched it on Kickstarter. And then the whole journey started from the Indian market. And here I am, very happy with a very successful backpack. I was also invited by Shark Tank season 11, but because I'm not an American Indian, I'm an India-based person. So I did not stand a chance there. And then we were invited by the Good Morning America show, where for the first time, a backpack company from India was showcased there. And in 4 hours, we raised around $60,000, and that too in the period of COVID. So we were aired on the 13th of March. So that also, so all these things, they make you believe in yourself, that passion has no end. Any of your notions have no end. If you are in a right direction, there is no end to anything what you dream and visualize. Like in India, we always have a notion, patent kaun karwaega? It's such a difficult task. Kyun itna jhanjat karna hai? Kickstarter kyun karna hai? Shark Tank, it is impossible. But no, none of these things are impossible. I, being a simple person, not very much into business, when I could do these things, everybody and anybody can do it.
Just come on the WhatsApp, the guy is showing the China model.
If you could tell the viewers about Shark Tank, because I'm not pretty sure that everybody would, about Kickstarter and Shark Tank over here.
So Kickstarter is a crowdfunding platform wherein you create a product, and it's an American platform, of course. It's an American-based company, but worldwide people follow it for all the new products which are technology-based. So once you put up your product there and you have to pledge a certain amount, say I pledged $15,000. So people just come and pay money for your idea. You do not even have to deliver your product if you do not want to. But we delivered the product. We delivered a very international quality product we delivered to them. And in 4 days, we raised around $25,000 and we closed the campaign there itself. So it's a fantastic crowdfunding platform for technological products to be launched. So that is about the Kickstarter platform.
Absolutely interesting. Naina, how is it like, मतलब service companies शुरू करना बहुत easy होता है because you have to deliver a service, but getting into a product segment like it's a proper brick and mortar business, like you have a real product in your hand. How do you go about with your sales? How do you go about building a brand? How do you, and that is something that you've done in a very fantastic way, how you created the brand for the company, especially in a business जहाँ पे इतने सारे international players हैं. How did you go about that?
So basically, we always wanted to market it as a niche product. We did not want to go into the mass market at all. Because what happens is there are too many players around wherein you would want to, you would lose your positioning. And because we had the USP of the massager backpack, so we always wanted to create a niche market. And that's the reason we started with a very nice campaign. We in fact took a brand ambassador, which is Hardik Pandya, and he did a lot of good to us in the initial phase. And to make your brand position, I think a very good PR is needed. A very good sales performance oriented company is needed. A brand has to be looked upon in a way that it has its core very much in its place, because there are too many players and you can lose your place very immediately. And also you should not divert from your immediate core. This is something which is very important for any startup or for any brand to understand, that once you become a brand, or even if you're forming a brand, you can just divert here and there. That's not possible. So that's something we should be looking at. Coming back to the positioning of the brand on different platforms, because we were a B2B company, I had my too many glitches in the beginning. I mean, it was not a very easy transit from a B2C, because, B2B was always like, we did not have to keep stocks. Okay. And when it was B2C, we had to have product in place. We needed to have a lot of inventory, which was never our nature. So always, if the stuff is not selling, or if it is taking 4 to 5 months, that patience to be developed in us was again a huge, it took a long time for us to understand that when it is a B2C, where it is a consumer brand you're getting into, you need to have certain inventory. It's very different from the B2B game, what you're playing. So in B2B, like when we were in umbrellas or when we were in luggage before, so it was just the orders were placed and we would just dispatch it against that. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things when you are taking it as a brand. So we started online portals like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Tata Click, because that was the most easiest way to spread out your distribution. In the retail sector, it becomes difficult for us to go because there are distributor margins, there are retailers' prices, and again, my product would have been damn expensive on that front. So that's how we started online first, and then that way we got traction, and then happened the retail.
Hello.
Yes.
Sorry, I think there was an internet glitch. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Shruti.
Yeah, I'm audible. Yes. So Naina, you made it sound like a very easy journey, like when you said ye kya. But for I know how much that I've read about you and I've known of you, you were faced with certain personal tragedies also, like personal setbacks also, especially with your brother. And so I think how difficult was that, like, facing a personal issue as well, and still business ko to aap nahi chhod sakte, because you rightly said that you're easily replaceable, you're easily thrown out of the league that way. So how did that go about with you?
So on my personal front. Of course, we all are emotional, and when it comes to family and your background and your people, um, so there is this personal setback was a huge one for me, and my work made me come out of that space, because I was the youngest child in the family, and my brother was something which we were very tight, and uh, yeah, I mean, it my work, I completely immersed myself in work, because I thought this is the only way I'll be able to handle myself, knowing myself that otherwise it would be a difficult mode where I would get into some kind of, emotional trauma or something. And again, there was family to look after, and I could not afford that. So there was a support lended to my brother's family emotionally from my end, where I was getting drained. So work was the only format where I could get into this innovation, give it a shape, and come out of it. And yeah, as you rightly said, Shruti, when I'm just stating and when I'm speaking, it sounds very easy, but it is not easy. Yeah, you have to have your heart, soul, ego, and self respect all in one bin at one point of time, because many fingers are raised at you when sales don't happen or when things are not going your way. And there are what was the need for this jump, what was it needed. So when things are not going right, there are going to be questions which you have to be patient. Yeah. And being a startup, or coming from a very well settled family, and at this age trying to jump into this kind of a thing, and it's in fact much difficult than youngsters do it, because youngsters or young age people have something they can go on keeping on experimenting with things, but at my age we cannot go on experimenting with things.
Right.
At this point of time, with a social strata or something, if I'm coming up with something, it has to be successful. I mean, it has to be successful in the sense, with the kind of people I'm living around with. It couldn't have just been that acha kiya nahi chala band kar do. No, it couldn't have been taken that way.
So there was no option to fail, you're saying?
Yeah,
How-
there was no option to fail, and there was no mindset to fail.
To fail,
So the
yeah.
mindset very strong.
So, you spoke about starting at this age. So, like, these are my conversations, especially with my father and my, people his similar age. एक वो fear, एक तो आदत हो गई होती है salary की, एक आदत हो गई होती है that there is a safety net that, you can always go back to. Second, after a certain age, they feel like, okay, we don't either have the energy or we don't even have the intent to get into something like that. And also the like how you said कि आपको ego side में रखना पड़ता है, that I know like you had to go, and if you have to sit outside a commissioner's office, you would do that, right? And what is that like in this age?
So a very recent experience, I'll tell you, because I do not use my connects everywhere and anywhere. I don't like them. I like to go as my own self, sit there, and I like to talk my work rather than coming from a background or knowing this person or that person. It really doesn't matter. But yes, now the word nepotism, which is going on too much in the industry because of whatever reasons, it does really work in each and every field. This is what I have experienced and very much understood in the last few months, and a very recent experience of mine, wherein, I've introduced these masks, Yumi mask. I'll show you all the products also. I'll show you all the backpack also. So I was just sitting outside the CP office for an hour or so, and then I went in, and that time I did not show what I was. Somebody had taken me along, so that person was the main person over there. So however he or she was presenting me, that was the real Naina out there. And somehow after that meeting, the whole plan of the action for what I had gone there just collapsed, and I came to know, no, you're not going to do this. Then I already had the CP's number. He already knew me, but I never wanted to show him that. So I just picked up the call, and then, I messaged him that, okay, this. And the very immediate answer was, okay, you can go ahead with it and come next day morning. So sometimes at this age, there are a lot of benefits also, of course, with your experiences, with your society people, or with your connections. There's a lot of benefits. But of course, as I told you, there is ego, there is self-respect. If you have it instilled in you that you do not want to use connections, so at that point of time, you need to keep it a little aside. But I'll tell you, at the end of the day, everything is fruitful and everything is good.
No, certainly. Okay, tell us, जैसे आपने mask बनाया, like you came up, like you didn't even get into trading of mask. You actually started manufacturing mask, and I think this happened over like 5 nights, if I recall it correctly.
Yeah.
लोगों को इतने महीनों लग जाते हैं बिजनेस मॉडल बनाने में, प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन बनाने में, ये करने में. हाउ डिड यू डू इट सो फास्ट?
So again, the proactive and the vision, I guess. So even on mask, I had started working on 22nd Feb, wherein COVID had not even set in India. Okay, so I was working on this 3-ply mask. So I was just thinking that how to beautify these 3-ply masks जो वो आते हैं normal वाले, तो उनके ऊपर printing करके देखना, क्योंकि कुछ ना कुछ नया करने का शौक रहता है. So वो करके देख रही थी. And उसमें 8-10 दिन निकल गए. And I think by 10th or 11th of March, the thing started going in that, Maharashtra, I mean, India में भी ये सब होने वाला है और India भी lockdown में जाने वाला है. And by the time I was getting those printed 3-ply masks done, तब तक तो factories बंद हो गई, because it takes a lot of time. It takes at least 10-15 days to understand what kind of screen printing has to be done. अगर 3-ply mask है तो non woven है तो उसके ऊपर printing लगेगी नहीं लगेगी, तो there was a lot of back end work. So I got tired and I said, no, let it be. I mean, I told my production team, let it be, it's not going to happen. And then March, we went into a lockdown. So 15-20 days, everything was okay. And all the sales were stopped, of course. Luggage was stopped, umbrellas were stopped, everything was stopped. And then somewhere around 15th April or so, and then we started thinking that, okay, in this, my husband and my son were also a big support, that, okay, Naina, let's start with your mask idea again. So because we already had factory of luggage, I mean, we have a factory in Bhiwandi and we have our workers out there only who were staying there itself. So manufacturing these masks was a easy transit. I would not say it's a difficult transit and try to portray that, oh my God, it was damn hard work. Fine, starting was easy. But I getting the inventory at that point of time because everything was closed. There were no vendors who were ready to, even take a chance of supplying you stuff and that kind of things, except for a Wildcraft brand, okay, which had started selling masks at that point of time. There was no other brand which was doing that. So literally we would sit 24/7 just thinking, kaun sa vendor kya laega. In fact, I got my father involved into this, my father-in-law, and he started sourcing. So it was a beautiful family bonding what we were having. So people were, all 5 of us, all 4 of us used to sit and talk about how the mask is going to look, what is this going to be, what is this size going to be. So this was the kind of bonding we were doing in the lockdown period. So yeah, let me tell you, our masks have been, as our backpacks are very high quality, our masks are also amazing quality, very detailed, and one of the best selling masks today in a very short span of time. We started selling our mask on the 9th of May. And from that day onwards to now, we have been the best sellers on Amazon, and we are on Flipkart, Myntra. We have also tied up with a brand called Flair. So we collaborated with a brand called Flair, which is into pens and stuff, to get into the retail stationery sector, which is again a huge move. Then we've tied up with Maharashtra State Drug and Association, Drug and State Chemist Association, wherein we are present in all the Maharashtra chemist stores. So yeah, I think how you transit and adapt to a new situation is the game. You have to be a game changer. You cannot fix yourself in a position and say, okay, now what to do? The bad times are there and this and that. You have to get out of that mode. This is, I think, my personal learning from all the situations what I've gone through, whether be it education, whether be it personal loss, whether be it business, or whether be it whatever.
I think that's very inspiring. And you're so right. I think every business person was like, okay, kya ho raha hai, kya hone wala hai, kya hone wala hai. And meanwhile, some of you actually saw an opportunity in disguise and just jumped into it, eyes closed. It was very, very interesting. Thank you so much. I loved speaking with you. Anybody else has a question, you can please unmute yourself. You can speak with Naina directly. Rajiv Shah has written, as I know, IP protection needs to be enforced. So how to get patent? How did getting patent help you? When is it worth to go for an IP protection?
Okay, so a very small example I will give you guys, which is again a very latest truth. You don't know about it because this has just happened in a couple of days. So how does IP patent help you? There's a company called Swiss Digital. Okay, everybody knows that cross which is there on the backpacks, right? So these guys we had met a year and a half to collaborate, but we couldn't, come on mutual terms. And that point of time, we were not ready to collaborate and give up. I mean, take royalty stuff and all. We wanted to develop it on our own. So 4 days back, we received a email from somebody, a friend of ours who's staying in US, that these backpacks are being sold in Costco by Swiss Digital Company. And then the whole IP patent of ours helped us so much that the Swiss Digital guys have taken it off from the Costco company. They have written to us that, okay, we are ready to, amicably solve this issue with you. We are going to remove all the inventory. So one thing, go through the best of the lawyers. And it's not a very expensive affair. Okay. If you go country wise, it is a very, very, not nominal, a little more than nominal, but it is not a very expensive procedure. So guys, if you have something which is innovative, which you feel it can be patented, please go ahead and have your patents right. Nowadays, India is also very strong about patents. Worldwide, of course, US is the most stringent on it. So I think we all should protect our innovations.
How expensive is getting a patent in India?
So India, I think I've spent around 4.5 to 5 lakhs. Yeah. To get it patented. Yeah, roughly around that much. And every country has their own, own fees, own handling costs. So it comes to around 5 lakhs a country.
Okay. Jalpa has a question. How was the process and the transition to get all the permissions and all? I think this is a very big hindrance that stops people from becoming entrepreneur. Is kaun jhamele mein padega? Ki permission lo, ye lo, wo lo. How was that like for you?
Is cheese ki permission?
I think usually the permissions, I think it was about masks. I think that's what she implies. Jalpa, if you're around, just turn on your mic and you can directly speak with Naina. I think she's implying about masks.
So this is for the Mumbai police or what? I mean,
making the mask and putting it out there. Do you need to take
so what we did was, as I said, that we are always into a lot of quality manufacturing. So for nights, me, my son and my husband were totally onto it, that which are the best layers, which are the best filters which have to be put into the mask. So we contacted the best of the company like Ames, which is Pune based, then Jindal, which is again a big name. So we always wanted to make the product the most detailed and the most quality conscious product. So we took the most expensive raw materials at that point of time. And because of this kind of a study that the best of the products have to go in, that's the reason we got Citra, we got it Citra approved, we got it CE approved. We have also done a small export of these masks. So it's not a very difficult procedure, but yes, because of these COVID times, reaching out to people was very difficult. Right. And getting the things on time was very difficult.
Rajiv Shah, Ruchi Agarwal has a question. What is the strategy that you use to maintain quality of product and competitiveness internationally?
So the core has to be very strong, that you're not going to compromise on quality. So at times you do sometimes get carried away that, Arey, uska to itna bikta hai, so, this price is more suitable or whatever. But, and they try to cut down on small costs, which is not important. Okay. You need to balance it out in a way that the product doesn't lose its dignity. You have your profit margins in such a way that you try to do business in a volume way, and make it approachable to much more larger community, much more larger audience, rather than, so the strategy, what we are using right now is making it niche, definitely, not making it very expensive also, but trying to reach out to an audience which is a mass. So my strategy is, now, for example, I'll take some names, that there's a person like me who wouldn't want to take an American Tourister or a Skyback, but I cannot afford a Tumi, or I cannot afford North Face or something. So I tried to position my brand in between these two. So I'm a bit capable to buy this kind of a product. And that's the strategy we try to play in positioning the product. And I don't think you need to compromise on your quality at all once you have your dimensions of your thought and your vision in place.
All right. How big is the sales now for the bags in the B2C segment?
B2C segment, we have sold around 60,000 in 60,000 pieces in 14 months.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Shruti, I have a question.
So this is including the massager and the non-massager backpacks. So we are into the non-massager backpacks also. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mansi, go ahead with your question.
Yes. Hi, ma'am. Your story is so inspiring. That's why I want to ask this question. कि जिनको भी I mean new business start करना होता है, courage होती है, but we need some tips, you know. जो अगर आपको कुछ टिप्स देनी हो तो I mean आप क्या देंगे, मतलब कौन कौन सी चीज होगी जो आप बोलेगे कि ये चीज तो ध्यान में होनी चाहिए, और these are the things which is mandatory. I mean
विजन को शेप देना बहुत डिफिकल्ट जॉब है. ओके, विजन्स और ड्रीम्स सबकी होती है, बट हम वो विजन और ड्रीम को बहुत स्कैटर्ड कर देते. मैं ये भी कर लूं, मैं वो भी कर लूं, अच्छा मेरी ये ड्रीम है तो मैं ये ऐसा भी कर लूं, मैं वैसा भी कर लूं. आई थिंक फोकस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड the determination that okay you want to go the right path. I think that works a lot. ये मैंने मास्क में भी देखा है, ये मैंने बैकपैक में भी देखा है, किकस्टार्टर पे भी देखा है जो कभी किसी ने नहीं किया, जीएमए में भी देखा है, शार्क टैंक में भी देखा है. आई लिटरली Mansi, I'll tell you one more experience. I have lots of experience, so we'll have to cut it short. मैं शार्क टैंक है ना दिन रात देखती थी. Like I used to record the episodes and I used to keep it thinking one day I want to go on this show. And I used to share also. So always one thing, Mansi, keep on sharing your dreams, because once you share your dreams, you become more and more inclined towards achieving that dream. Yes. So yeah, I don't know whether I've answered your question well, but
yes, ma'am. Yes, definitely. And ma'am, one more thing. आप अपने employees को, I mean, what do you do to motivate them?
So हमारी टीम बहुत पुरानी है, right from my umbrella से जो हमारे retain हुए लोग हैं. So ours is a family owned business, right? So we are two people here along with my father. So my father is the head father-in-law and me and my husband. So there's a bonding. So we've grown our office from a 15 people staff today to a 60 people staff. This is just my office in the past 14 months. And unko retain karna, I don't know, it's a very easy transition because there is no functioning in our hearts and in our mind. We pass a lot of incentives to our employees. It is whatever is needed for them. Even in these COVID times, we've been, we've not had too many salary cuts. We've not, wherever we are tight, we try to tell them that, okay, here our position is not that great. So manage us for the next 1 month and we will manage you for the next whatever months. Okay. So I think there has to be a very mutual understanding between you and your staff.
So, Nana, there is a question on Facebook Live. Ajit Kumar Jain wants to see the backpack.
I cannot show you well. I'm sorry.
You don't have backpack right now?
Oh, yeah. You want the backpack to be showcased here?
So someone, Mr. Ajit Jain has asked.
I'll do that. In fact, I was going to show my product. I'm going to show you all the mask. I'm going to show you all the backpack and how it works. So basically, this is one model. It's camo design. So first, I'll just show you guys how well compartmentalized it is. So there's a laptop space, there's an A4 size papers you can keep your iPad, and there are these for your extra accessories. So this is a good backpack, a good compartmentalized backpack. Now I'll show you guys the massaging feature of it. So it looks like a regular backpack. Nobody on seeing it would understand that, okay, there is anything extra added to this. Now, Pranay, can you just help me with this? So there are massagers inbuilt here. Now you can see it's like vibrating. So on one push, it is the upper shoulders. On the second push, it is the lower back. And on a third push, both these work together.
How does
The
it?
best part about this backpack is we have a patent on the 4 massages, of course. So anything what has massages on the back is patented. The second patent, so by the way, we have 2 patents in this. The second patent is that whatever the height of the person be, like if I'm 5'1" and somebody is 6.2 or 6.1 or 5'11", the height of the torso can be adjusted to, let the massages give its right place. So this is the backpack. So since ages, we have all heard about hunchbacks and stress on the back and, so many issues when it comes to so much of load in the backpacks what we carry. So this was the whole idea. The massager backpack is a complete fit for this. And IT people, travelers, commuters, students, I mean, whoever's traveling, for them, this backpack is a solace. And this much I can guarantee, not because it is our product, but Yumi definitely believes in being responsible. And that's how, I love promoting and talking about my brand, not just to sell, but to have a good community.
So how the power is given to this bag, because massager will work on power.
Yeah, so this runs on power bank. So what we suggest is the power bank is not inbuilt in the backpack. We suggest a 10,000 mAh power bank, and 1 hour of massage consumes 1,000 mAh power. So this is these kind of power banks, Okay, also this backpack charges your phone. And once you place this power bank into the bag, you needn't remove it anytime. You can just, there's a USB plug. There are 2 outlets. I'll just show it to you guys. So there are 2 outlets here, USB ports. So one USB port is to charge your phone, and the other USB port, the smaller one, is to charge your power bank, which is placed inside. So we all have a tendency that, once you remove the power bank, you forget about it. So once it is placed inside, you needn't remove it. You can just plug this into the electrical socket, and that's it. So a lot of detailing has gone into making this product. And yeah. I mean, this is...
in fact, during the lockdown, so I had a backpack by Yumi, and during the lockdown, I had this very bad neck freeze, and I remember calling Naina because I forgot that I had a backpack, and then somehow I found it, and वो बस घर में बैठ कर ही वो backpack से massage कर दिया, and it was completely fine. And I remember calling Naina in the middle of the night to just thank her for this product. It was that interesting. Naina, I think Rajiv had a question that at any point of time, did you feel like giving up? Did you feel like quitting? And what kept you going in those times?
I did feel like quitting. There were nights, there were nightmares at time. There were nights when I wouldn't sleep because there was so much pressure building up in the first 4 or 5 months when there was no sale happening. The branding was happening amazing because we had Hardik Pandya, we had a lot of influencers talking about us, but that was the happy picture. The behind the scene picture was a lot of inventory being built up. So I was managing around 60 workers, and the main one, I had picked it up and I was retaining him since 2.5 years so that, he remains with me and we get a good quality product. So managing all of them, paying them salaries, and with no sales happening for good 4 months, there was not one time, there were many times when I felt, no, I just want to shut this off, and I would pray to God, एक ऐसा कुछ हो जाए कि मैं बस इसको अच्छी तरह से wrap करके बंद कर दूं. But again, the next morning when I would get up, no, Naina, you can do it, and you should just go on with it. And when I have a couple of people whom I talk to who boost me up, and that's why I just said in the past, that sharing is very important. You need to share. And even if you are, whatever be it, your negatives, your positives, whatever, you should have some people around you who boost you or you motivate you, and you motivate them. It's mutual, I guess. So yeah, they were nightmares.
Lovely talking to you. Anybody has any other questions? What's your next plan?
There are quite many. So a couple of them are in the pipeline, and Yumi will always be about you and me. So everything what you will need, me will always be there to support it. And we will always come up with some different lifestyle products. And it is a passion. I would also like to show you all the mask, what we are making. So these are, these are the ones without respirators. Okay, these have nose pins, and so we have these around the head bands, so they don't irritate your ears and stuff, because after wearing a mask for a certain time, then your ear starts itching and stuff. And there's a fantastic nose pin which adjusts according to your face, and you can just give it a very comfortable and a soothing look. So these are few of them. Then these are with the respirators. We introduced around 4 designs. So one is without the respirators, one is with 2 respirators, one is with a single respirator, and the kids designs, of course. So we've tied up with many licenses now, like the Ninja Hattori and Singham and stuff, and MLM also. So they're all going to be introduced in the next few days. Yeah. So there's a lot of passion. And
Unbelievable, this has happened in 5 days.
Yeah, in 5 days, yes. And actually speaking, from 9th May to now, so we've kept on launching many designs. So that's good, I guess.
Brilliant.
Shruti, can I have one question? Yeah. Ms. Nana, I was just, as I said, I was very attracted to the name Yumi. So can you tell how this exactly, the brand name came out of this thing, if something is related, like how this particular name, because it's very touchy, as in when you understand, and I got to understand what is this meaning, like you want to say everything about you and me, how this came out from your mind.
So again, this is a very emotional touch, and it was not planned again. So when as I told you, me and my son were sitting. So it's between my son and me. So it's you and me, my organization, me, the staff and me, husband and wife. So it's everything. And of course, the consumer and the product. So everything what is you and me is you, me.
Yeah, that's really great. In fact, it shows your personality even. Which I actually now, after talking to you, after listening to you, it was really inspiring. And I think next time, in case if I'm getting low, I'll definitely remember you.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much.
I'm pretty sure I think this whole conversation would have inspired a lot of people to start now, who are in the jobs, to start their own businesses some or the other way. And I really hope they do. Atmanirbhar Bharat banne ke liye, I think this is step 1. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. I'll hand it over back to Tina. Tina, you can take it forward. Thank you so much, Naina. It was lovely talking to you. Lovely just hearing you.
Jingle, and there is one phrase what we have just come up with. Jab Yumi ho saath to jio bindas.
Lovely.
As you said, Ms. Naina, it was really, Shruti, have already summed up a lot of things, that your whole life has been an inspiration, a learning every step. The small thing which starts with the name or with the connecting with the employees. So there is everything, like your whole life can be connected through an HR. And the best part, what I loved is you never get down with, like, we have 100 reasons to be family, kids, and everything. We have reasons to step back, but you have shown with your life story, we can definitely look forward to, there is nothing which can stop us. There is nothing what we cannot do. So it is really a great experience to know about you. In fact, a good learning. And the one more best thing which I liked, as you say, that be a game changer. So I think everyone would definitely like, in personal life, in professional life, as much as struggle, we'll get it, but we'll definitely be a game changer, in fact. So thank you so much. It was really nice, and it was inspiring as well as motivating to talk to you today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you, HR Milestone team. Thank you, Mr. Harit. Thank you, Shruti, for having us.
Thank you on behalf of HR Milestone and from myself personally. And as an HR Milestone initiative, let's say, they'll say, this is one of the idea what we are looking at to promote Indian investors or innovators rather, especially from the, I don't want to go with the biasness, but especially from the women entrepreneurs. So we would like to call many such women entrepreneurs, those who are innovators also, and they have started something really different and contributing to the nation. So thank you very much. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, Arishji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.